Welcome to the Big Fred Show. We're live tonight here at Riley's Restaurant in beautiful Loretta, Tennessee. Glad for y'all to be here. So glad for y'all to join us, and we look forward to talking to you tonight. We're going to have a lot more fun tonight, and who knows what we'll talk about. We'll figure out something to talk about because you know us, we don't have a format and we don't have a set topic list. So you know, we might try to talk to some of these people here that's eating tonight. And by the way, I had some great catfish tonight. Kyle had this chuck wagon plate, and I'm going to tell you what, the gravy on that thing looked like it was just outstanding, man. I mean, like put it on some bread and eat it like a sandwich, man. I mean, good stuff. But glad y'all are here tonight and glad y'all could be with us. And a lot of stuff that's going on today. Sad news to report, you know, lost a comedy great today, Miss Joan Rivers. Well, definitely missed having her around and her putting her 2 cents in on what people look like and what they dress and what they wear at the award ceremonies. And, you know, she was just so quick-witted, and she pretty much said everything else that we didn't have the courage ourselves to say. And so, you know how it goes. That's how she was. And she was a funny lady. And, you know, to some, she got on people's nerves. And to some, she was funny as all get out. Well, it's kind of both ways with me. I used to watch her show. Kyle, did you know she had a talk show for a little while? It come on at night. And I would watch it. It was a Joan Rivers show. And she always had this puppet. And it was like a mini-me style puppet that was after her. And it was really cool. I used to enjoy watching that show and stuff. Of course, I'm weird, and I always watch all that weird, you know, pop culture stuff. Anything pop culture, I'm always interested in. But yeah, it was sad news to hear today. And I guess, you know, somebody said that, you know, I guess heaven needed an opening act for Robin Williams up there. So I guess, you know, they're both up there making everybody laugh and stuff. So, you know, crazy thing going on. But anyway, glad y'all are with us tonight. We'll talk a little bit about a lot of stuff. We're gonna try something different tonight. We're gonna do some lists. You know, top 10, top 15, top 11, whatever. We're gonna work on some lists tonight. And tonight we're gonna do some interesting lists and stuff y'all might find interesting in. We'll talk about that, and we'll talk a little bit more about a lot of other stuff. So we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we'll do a top 10 list or a top 11 list or whatever, but we'll talk about it when we get back. So we'll be back in a moment.
Your number one Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126.
Hey folks, this is Ben Luna, and you're watching The Big Fred Show on Mustangs TV.
And we're back. Glad y'all could be with us tonight. And for y'all that don't know, we've done some, I guess you could say, house remodeling on the Mustangs TV website. So if you want to, you go to the MustangsTV.com website and you click on the Big Fred Show tab, and that'll bring you straight up to the Big Fred Show. And just go there. Or if you want to watch Lee Haygood's Sports Talk Mania on Monday nights, click on his tab and you can go watch as many shows as you want. You can watch them as many times as you want. Hey, that's what we want. We want you to watch all of them like 5 or 6 times, maybe 10. You know, that's our goal, and we hope you get something out of them. But yeah, just check that out. And we're going to do a top 11 list, and this is the top 11 actors everyone hates to work with. You know, since we're kind of in that Hollywood moment kind of deal with the death of Joan Rivers, and you know, we're going to talk a little Hollywood tonight. Number 1 on the list, or would say 11, Gene Hackman. You know, they say his Oscar winner Gene Hackman was a force to deal with on the set of the Royal Tenenbaums. During a Q&A after the 10th anniversary screening in New York, the cast and crew members recollected how Hackman would call screenwriter Noah Baumbach, well, we can't say that right now, but yeah, said he was real hard to work with. Number 10, Lindsay Lohan. And we couldn't imagine why Lindsay Lohan would be a hard one to work with. I imagine, you know, keeping her nose clean would probably be one of the things we dealt with, and the fact that she's a diva and all that other crazy stuff. So yeah, that's your number 10. Number 9, oh, this is surprising. William Shatner is our number 9 on our list. Let's see why he's hard to work with. Said he was not going to do what they wanted him to do, and he always insisted on doing things his own way. Well, yeah, that could work. What was we on number 9? Now we're on number 8. Christian Bale, Batman. He said he's got a temper on him, you know, which he's Batman, and I don't know. I didn't think he was the greatest Batman that ever played. You know, I still think that the first Batman back in the 80s was like the best Batman. What was his name, Kyle? I can't think of his name. Well, crud. His name left me. But the first Batman. And Val Kilmer, no. You know, he wasn't he's not Batman. And then we got the new Batman coming out where Matt Damon is playing the new Batman. So, you know, instead of Metropolis, Batman's going to be from Boston. I mean, who's next on the list? Bruce Willis is next on the list. Says that he said his attitude is described as soul crushing. Said he would give the reporters hell. It says come promotion time, he wouldn't even pose for a photo with any of his cast members. Oh, here's one that's surprising. Julia Roberts. You know, everybody likes Julia, you know, because she plays all the sweet Southern ladies in all the, you know, movies that are anything about the South. They'll get Julia Roberts just you know, and you know, I ain't gonna lie, she plays in, you know, all guys get to we're allowed one chick flick we're allowed to like, you know, that's kind of like a man law right there, is, you know, we're allowed to like one chick flick, and she's in the chick flick that I like, which is surprise, surprise, Steel Magnolias. You know, I like it just because it's got a bunch of Southern folks in it that, you know, and some Northerners that have bad accents in the movies, but you know, that's cool. Jennifer Lopez is next on the list, and said on the set of What to Expect When You're Expecting, said 42-year-old Jennifer Lopez refused to speak to anyone while filming, which kind of put a kink in the entire movie making process. The antisocial behavior, according to one source, was apparent response to the onslaught of paparazzi attention she received from her recent split up. Well, yeah, that kind of goes to hand in hand. You're breaking up and you're doing a movie. That probably wouldn't be a good combo, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna give J-Lo a pass on that one, you know, because you're going through a breakup. Of course, you're going to be moody, and of course, you're not going to want to say nothing because you're going through a breakup. So J-Lo gets our pass on that one, and this one right here is not surprising at all. Steven Seagal says treating co-stars and stuntman like garbage, kicking stuntman in the nuts just to see if they're wearing cups. Wow, how about that for a stunt for like filling in. That's crazy. And just to sit there wearing cups or crap like that. But even actors who aren't professionally trained to fight have to put up with his bullying. John Leguizamo recalled in 2010 how the karate fatso let out his insecurities in a very schoolyard way while filming Executive Decision. So watch out. You work with Steven Seagal, you're going to get kicked in the junk. I mean, be sure you wear your cup, or you just kick him first and get it over with. Tell him there's more where that come from. I'll do it. I don't care. You know, Marlon Brando is next on the list. Oh Lord, we can't even say what they wrote about him. And Wesley Snipes' number is next on the list. Probably because he was worried about his taxes is why, because, you got to pay your taxes. Even though you're hot, super duper, multi-million-dollar actor, you got to pay your taxes. I guess that's why he's a multi-million-dollar actor, because he never paid his taxes.
That makes sense.
I'm just saying. That's my money. Oh, me. And here's I've never heard of this one. Mandy Patinkin played as an actor on the series Homeland. Said he's admitted to the New York Times that on the medical TV drama Chicago Hope, he was too big for his scrubby pants. I struggled with letting other people's opinions. He said, I never let directors talk to me because I was so spoiled. I started off with people like Milos Forman, Sidney Newman, and James Lapine, unbelievably gifted people. So there I was saying, don't talk to me. I don't want your opinion. I behaved abnormally and don't care if I worked where it was good or if I got an award for it. I'm not proud of how I was then, and it pained me. Well, at least he's not afraid to admit he was a douchebag. And that's the number one thing, is admitting it, folks. I mean, if you're, admitting it and telling everybody, hey, that's what happens. But those are some of your top 11 most hated actors to work with. And we'll do a few more. This is kind of fun. I like doing some of these things. And speaking of which, college football started off this weekend or last weekend. Had a couple good games. Our brains behind the operation, Mr. Kyle, was in, is it Neyland or Neyland? I hear all these different pronunciations of it,
General Neyland Stadium.
Him and our good friend Kenny Beckman was up there for all that fun and frivolity. And,
James Paul's going back on Saturday.
And they're going back. God, they're gluttons for torture. At least that's what it would be for me.
Imagine how I felt when I went to Bryant Denny last year.
He went to the promised land, the land of milk and honey, the place where we call the Holy Land as far as Bama fans are concerned. You walk up there to Denny Chimes, the first thing you do is you take your shoes off, son, because you're in holy ground. Then you hear Denny Chimes go off. You hear that ding, ding, da, ding, ding. And then your chills just run up over your arms. And then you walk up to the entrance and you're at Champions Row and you look to your left and you see Coach Red, and you look to your right and you see Gene Stallings, and then you look and you see Wallace Wade and Frank Thomas and Nick Saban, and then you look over and there it is, the glare, the man, the one we call the godfather of college football coaches, the one, the only Bear Bryant statue. You look up at it and you see the look in my eyes, and your chills just rush over you, and you can just about feel him looking at you. You know the bear's there when you stand right at his statue. It's like, I don't know, it's something I can't put into words. When you go up and then you see the statue and you touch it, and you just kind of get this a little bit of an electrical feeling running through you when you touch the statue. And then you walk through the gates at Bryant Denny, and you go through that little tunnel, and you look out and you see a sea of crimson. And that's when you know I've arrived home. I'm at the Holy Land. Of course, that's my view on Bryant Denny Stadium, because that's just how I roll, because I'm a Bama fan. And by the way, Bama won. 10-point victory. And what does it say about a team, that wins by double digits and gets put on close call watch? I mean, that says a lot about a team. I'm quite impressed. Then we had, there was all kinds of football played this weekend. Who else was a good game? LSU they squeaked out of theirs against Wisconsin. Not gonna lie, I rooted for Wisconsin because I got family that go there, so that's my reasoning for rooting for them. And I just don't like Les Miles one single bit. Him and his fescue eating, grass eating, whatever.
I gotta ask you, Big Fred, if you had family that went to the University of Tennessee, would you root for them?
I don't have family that go to the University of Tennessee.
I'm saying if you did. I'm not saying you did, but if you did. Don't put you in that situation, right?
I don't know. Like for instance, if my boy went to Tennessee, it would be hard. I'd support him. I'd be proud that he's going to college, but he knows how Daddy stands. No joke about it. But yeah, so I don't know. That's a crazy question. I never really thought about that. That's about like somebody that says, "All right, Big Fred, Sam's got an offer to Auburn, full ride. He's a 5-star, and he's the number one, just for kicks and giggles, the number one defensive end in the country. And Auburn, Alabama, and LSU is all on his short list. And he, how do you hope he chooses? Well, I hope he chooses Alabama, but if he chooses Auburn, I might have to show him what tough love's all about. I don't know. Hopefully he'll know how Daddy stands and he'll choose Alabama, and then we'll be all one big happy family. That's what I'm hoping for. But anyway, I don't know. That's crazy. That's a scary thought to think about. A close family member going to the University of Tennessee, which I can't say much because our resident female member of the team here, Miss Samantha, she's an alumni from the University of Tennessee. So so we kind of gotta, I kind of just gotta give her a go pass on that one or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm excited, and we had another football game Friday night. We're getting ready for Perry County tomorrow night. Right? Is it Perry County?
Yeah.
Yeah, Perry County. They're coming they're coming down to here to see us, where we went to see them last year. And I'm not gonna lie, their field last year kind of struck a soft spot with me. Being an Oakland Raiders fan, and part of their football field was on the baseball field, and that's how we play at Oakland. So I kind of had a little soft spot for them when we went to Perry County last year. Like, funny moment was when Lee asked where I was on the sideline, and I'd tell him second base. Big Fred, he goes, "Big Fred, where are you on the sidelines?" "Second base." I was standing right on second base. But yeah, that ought to be a fun game tomorrow night, and hopefully we'll pull out a victory tomorrow night, and we'll all get to celebrate here in Loretta and have fun and dance in the streets because we got to win. And by the way, big shout out, the crowds were good last week. We got to get louder. We got to get more rowdier. And we got to get more ruckus going on at the LM Forsyth Field. We got to get that going. We're starting in the right direction, but we're not where we need to be as far as the raucous, rowdy, fun crowd at Loretta. You know, we want to rival that. We want to rival a crowd like, I don't know, Eagleville. You know,
You want to have cannons shooting off every time.
I want freaking cannons, 50 caliber guns, explosions, freaking Peterbilt truck to run up and down the field when we score a touchdown. I mean, I want it to be obnoxious at Loretta when we play home games. Because I'm not going to lie, I still talk about Eagleville from this day after that game. I mean, honestly and truthfully, last year when we played Eagleville, by the third quarter, I hated that place. And and most places we go to, I genuinely think is a cool place. You know, I find something neat about that place that we went to. I couldn't find nothing neat about Eagleville that I liked, other than going home from Eagleville. That was what I thought was neat. I mean, pulling out of Eagleville was my favorite thing about Eagleville. You know, when you see the sign saying "Now leaving Eagleville," that was my favorite part of Eagleville. I mean, there might be some good, nice, fine folks that live there, but as far as a football crowd, I hated every minute of being there. I mean, every other play, we had a horn going off, and we shot off fireworks, and we couldn't see 3 foot in front of us. And,
You couldn't see.
you know, I couldn't tell what was going on the sideline, and I couldn't even see the press box. I mean, that was just a non-fact. And then,
See you from the press box.
and then on top of that, let's throw some fireworks smoke in on top of it. What a great idea! That's awesome. You know, let's throw some of that in there. I mean, I hope we never have to go there again. It would not hurt my feelings if we never, ever had to play Eagleville in football again. Of course, I say that and watch that be the first team we play in the playoffs.
Going to Eagleville.
We're going to Eagleville. You know, I might carry a hacksaw with me and cut that hose to the train horn. I mean, I as an Alabama fan, we have a term we use. I will updike that freaking train horn. That's all it is to it. I mean, I will straight up Harvey updike that train horn. They'll go to honking that horn, and all it'll be is air coming out. It won't even sound like a train horn. But yeah, that was a crazy thing. Hey, but we ate at Waffle House that night. That was pretty cool. That was the fun part of the trip. We went to Waffle House. I mean, but yeah, we're gonna have a lot more fun. And then I think our long trip this year is Trousdale County. I mean, that's like way off in, I don't know, ain't it in West Tennessee?
They're about like us, middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere. I think they might have a Hardee's and they might have a Sonic and $3 Generals all in one city, you know, kind of like Loretta. You know, by the way, we got a new Dollar General coming up. You know, another great project that our mayor's working on. And other news for Loretta, by the way, what about Tejan's Superama? That's another big thing. I think if I understood it right, they're changing their whole process and adding just 10% to the cost so people can save money, which is great. People need to save money. And, you know, hey, you're supporting the local heroes there. So, you know, that's it. But, yeah, we'll we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little more. We might even do some more top 10 lists and have a little bit more fun and frivolity and all that other cool fun stuff. So, but we'll be right back, and we're going to take a few messages, and we'll see you in just a little bit.
Elite Sports in Loretto, Tennessee offers serious sports training for athletes of all ages. Our hands-on training approach can increase core strength and stability while maximizing power and agility. Call John Passarella, 256-710-7412 for speed and agility training, or David Weathers, 931-279-0574. Call today. Elite Sports, we're training the best athletes for tomorrow. Southern Craft Manufacturing in Loretto, Tennessee blends old world craftsmanship and modern manufacturing for a multitude of steel and brushed finish caskets. Founder Rodney Robinson is dedicated to providing the finest quality at the best value. At Southern Craft Manufacturing, we are committed to choice, with a variety of colors and hardware designs for limitless combinations. Southern Craft Manufacturing, North Main Street, Loretto. Toll free 800-413-1778.
Hello, this is Representative Barry Doss, and you're watching The Big Fred Show on MustangsTV.com. Thanks, Barry.
And we're back. Glad y'all are with us tonight. We're here at Raleigh's Restaurant in beautiful Loretto, Tennessee. And, you know, in my opinion, everything is beautiful about Loretto. That's just my opinion. I'm from here. It's my hometown. It's where I grew up at, and I absolutely love it here. But doing some top 10 lists, and we got some coming up, and we got an interesting one that I think is going to be fun. I'm waiting for it to load on my highly advanced, technologically sophisticated iPhone 3 that I'm doing. So, you know, this list is, what are we calling it? The top 10 actors who almost played comic book superheroes. Number one on the list, Tom Cruise almost played Iron Man. Don't know how I would like that. Who's next? Here we go. Nicolas Cage almost played Superman. I think that would have been better. Nicolas Cage as Superman would have been way better. Because, you know, he's crazy, and I probably would like Superman a whole lot more if Nicolas Cage was to play that. Who else? Anne Hathaway as the Black Cat Vulturess on the Batman movie. That would have been pretty cool. I like that latest Batman movie. That one's cool. What is it? Dark Knight Rises. I'm sorry, but Bane is one of the coolest villains in the Batman history. I mean, that dude was super cold-hearted, and he was like, I don't know. That was the coolest thing I'd ever saw. I liked Bane. He's one of my favorite comic book villains there is now. I mean, he's pretty sweet. Edward Furlong or Leonardo DiCaprio were slated to play Spider-Man. You know, the only thing that Leo could have done to play Spider-Man is, you know, there wasn't a sinking boat involved, and he couldn't have been some, you know, 40s millionaire. That would have sucked for him. So, you know, that's how it goes. Who else is next on the list? Let's see here. I don't know. I've never heard of him, so we're not even going to mention him. He would have played Captain America, but he didn't. So
just leave it at that.
Yeah. Emily Blunt as Black Widow. What else would be a good one? Yeah, super fast phone. Oh, wow. Jim Caviezel as Cyclops on the Superman trilogy. Jim Caviezel, which a lot of y'all don't know, is the guy that played Jesus in Passion of the Christ. And a little known fact about that movie is on the day when they filmed the crucifixion, Jim Caviezel was struck by lightning.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Struck by lightning on the day that they filmed the crucifixion scene. So, I don't know. You can take that as a good thing or you can take that as a bad thing, you know. Hey, I'm playing Jesus and I'm fixing to get crucified. Bam! Struck by lightning. That right there, I'd have probably been like, well, boys, I'm done. I think I'm not going to do it no more. I think I'm going to the house. You know, that would have been my first reaction. Who else? Well, here's one for Wolverine as soon as it pulls back up. Because, you know, I got this super advanced phone here. Well, those are a few ones that would have been. That's kind of neat. Speaking of, if you could play any superhero in a movie, who would you play, Kyle? Who would be your favorite superhero?
I'm going to have to go with Superman.
Superman. I can see Kyle as Superman. Mild-mannered during the day, awesome lifesaver at night. You know, my favorite superhero, I don't know if you classify him as a superhero or not, but I've always liked the Incredible Hulk. You know, he was always one of my favorites. Incredible Hulk. I mean, dude gets mad and turns green. I mean, that's pretty crazy right there. Lose your temper, you get mad, you turn green, and you all of a sudden you're ripped and you can beat somebody up with a dually pickup truck. I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, my second favorite would probably be Batman. I always thought Batman was pretty cool. And I don't know, there's a couple superheroes I liked. You know, that goes to show the whole DC versus Marvel, who's the best comic book creator. Of course, me, I'd have to side with Marvel. I think Marvel puts out the better comic books, but that's just me. I mean, Marvel puts out the X-Men. They put out Batman. They put out, or does Batman? I don't know. I'm not a big comic book, but yeah, I always thought that would be fun. But anyway, I rambled off enough off of that subject, so we're gonna get back on topic. Jot a blank there, sorry. But we'll take a break, and when we get back, we'll talk some more stuff. We might even try to get some questions and comments and all that fun stuff from some of the folks here at Riley's. We might try to get a few of them to come on and talk to us, see what's up with them. So we'll be right back after this.
For anything and everything sports, join me, Lee Haygood, on Sports Talk Mania, Monday nights, 6 to 7 p.m. We'll talk football, we'll talk racing. If it's sports, call me, and we'll talk. Monday nights on MustangsTV.com at Sports Talk Mania.
At Southern Craft Manufacturing, our commitment to choice sets us apart. Using both old-world craftsmanship and modern techniques, we proudly provide the finest quality and greatest value caskets in the industry. Founder Rodney Robinson is a third-generation casket manufacturer, providing the highest quality finished product. Call toll-free 800-413-1778, Southern Craft Manufacturing on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Your number one Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126.
Hey guys, this is Jesse Turner, Mayor of Loretto, and you're watching The Big Fred Show on MustangsTV.com. Hey.
We're back. You know, we've been talking a little bit about everything and anything tonight. And speaking of football, I know I'm going to talk a little bit about football tonight because it is football season and it's upon us, and we're all humongous football fans at Mustangs TV, and we live, eat, breathe, sleep, think, dream, talk college football and Mustangs football. Got an idea, and this is going to be Big Fred's, you know, the Big Fred show, I guess, topic or question or whatever you want to say. We're going to talk about it, and it's going to be something fun. But Loretta home games, give us some ideas on the Facebook page. Go to the Big Fred Show Facebook page. Shoot us some ideas of what you would like to see. You know, what you would like to see as far as, you know, the overall attendance of the game. What would y'all like to see there? Because we want Loretta to be a fun place for the Loretta Mustangs fans. We want it to be fun. We want it to be, you know, entertaining. We want our boys to feel the energy. We want them to feed off of that energy. We want them just to have a lot of fun. So, I mean, what do you think about it?
Now, if you have any suggestions, you know, for us, for the broadcast team as well, you know, be sure and let us know. But now I was gonna talk, you know, some college football, right?
Right on, brother.
I'll tell you what, I've had a number of people to tell me, and I remember I haven't even brought it up. I hadn't brought up anything about it, but they'll say, "Boy, I'll tell you what, that Bama defense is looking awful susceptible this year. I don't know about it."
Yeah, Kirby Smart needs to get on the ball up there. I mean, which, you know, in his defense, we have a lot of new people on the defense. We have a lot of new, you know, we got some boys that ain't quite got used to the system yet. And, you know, there's a lot of changes going on at Alabama, which, you know, I think we can work on our defense. I think with time, I think the next two games will be good games to tighten up to button up a few things. And I hope, yeah. You know, we're gonna get our Patsy games out of the way. You know, because we call them money games because we write them a big check, help them keep their athletic program alive. And you know how it is. I mean, you're always going to have an East Green Valley State University on your schedule regardless. Right. You know, so what was your overall take of going to Tennessee this last weekend? What was your overall take of the team this year?
Well, I'll tell you, Big Fred, there is nothing in this world like going to a University of Tennessee football game. 100,000 no, let me take that back. 102,400 fans, you know, packing into the place. I mean, there is no better environment.
And a partridge in a pear tree is what it sounds like.
Partridge in a pear tree. That's right. No, I mean, you know, for me, hey, I'm going back this weekend, you know, 4-hour drive. I don't do that for just anybody. You know, so it's really a great experience. But no, the team, to me, you know, everything overall looked good. There's obviously some things, you know, just like you see after every opening game, you know, things need some work. One of them, I think, is the running game, you know, and that's something that I think they've been working on with the guys probably in practice this week. You know, defense looks like the best I've seen in years. I've heard several Tennessee fans say that. You know, they hit hard, Big Fred. You know.
Well, any momentous occasions go on at the in Knoxville with you and KB this weekend? Any kind of action-packed, momentous things happen?
Well, yeah, it was on a Sunday, so we went up after church and you know, like to have not got a parking spot. Let me tell you, we were able to find one somehow in a parking garage, but we made it. You know, went in. It was raining. I thought it was amazing. it rained all the way up until kickoff, and then when the teams run out, it just stopped. It's like, all right, it's time for kickoff.
Wow.
The rain can now subside, and that was really neat. But as far as after the game, we made our way back to the vehicle, come home. By that time it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, so
Wow.
we wasn't going to close it down or anything.
Did y'all stop at Waffle House?
I actually went through a Burger King drive-through, and I could tell that we were their favorite customers of the day, because right after we ordered in the drive-through, all the lights around the place just start turning off, and Kenny goes, "I think they're closing." And I said, "I think you're right." And we made our way around the drive-through. Of course, we didn't know what time they closed. They just said, it said open late on their window. So we're thinking, all right, well, they're open late. And so we ordered and everything. And, of course, the guy, the more I look back on it, of course, the guy's over there talking like, do y'all not know what time we close? And
You tell him no, we're Central Time Zone, dude.
it's not. Yeah, he didn't say it. Come out and say it. But I was thinking, man, this guy must hate his job, because every time we would order something else, he was like, "Is that all? No, I need to add one more thing." We tell Whopper with cheese. Whatever. Is that all? And it's like, finally I'm like, God, if I don't tell him that's all, this guy's like going to come through the speaker and punch me or something. So I said, yeah, I reckon that'll do it. So we pulled around, all the lights go off in the parking lot, all the if we hadn't been at the drive-through, we'd say, we would have swore up and down that there was no life existing around there. But I guess we were officially the last customers of the day.
You think? Man, that's crazy. So y'all pretty much know what Burger King not to go to after a ball game?
I guess so. They'll probably remember us now. Oh, that's the last minuters. Turn the lights off. Turn the lights off.
Oh, wait. Shoot.
We'll just go to the Waffle House next time, because we'll know that they'll be open.
You doggone right. Waffle House now. For y'all that don't know, Mustangs TV and Waffle House, we kind of have a love relationship.
We go way back.
They're our boys and our girls when we show up at the Waffle House. I like my hash browns. I like them chunked, peppered, and covered. That's how I like mine. How do you like yours?
I always tell them ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese. I like ham and cheese hash brown. Of course, I'm always when we get to Waffle House, I'm always in a weird mood. Part of me wants breakfast, part of me don't, and so I'm not. Which way do I go?
I always settle for breakfast.
Yeah, the waffles are always great, or the big pancake.
I could eat breakfast 24/7.
Yeah. If you put bacon on it, rest assured I'm probably going to eat it. That's just my thoughts on that. You can put bacon on freaking, tofu, and I'm going to eat it. Man, that's the best tofu I've ever ate in my life, man.
Ketchup makes anything taste better.
Yes, ketchup. I used to put ketchup on my steak, believe it or not, but I got to be grown folks now, so I don't do that no more. So,
Where's your manners?
I got looked at one bad time at a steakhouse. We went and ordered a steak, and I put ketchup on it, and yeah.
You never did that again.
No, I didn't, because they were looking at you like, why are you putting ketchup on a steak? Well,
hey, I got my own food confession for you, Big Fred. This grosses everybody out when I do it around the house anyway. I like, with my corn dog, mayonnaise.
Man, I put salad dressing on mine sometimes, so I'm right there with you. I'm a salad dressing guy. I like Cool Whip, or, not Cool Whip, Miracle Whip. I like Miracle Whip because that's just, that's my favorite stuff right there.
People ask me, why do you put mayonnaise on your corn dog? And I said, because it's good.
Why do you put milk in cereal? I mean,
Yeah, really.
I used to make ketchup sandwiches when I was little.
I think we've all done that once upon a time.
Put ketchup on bread and eat it. I mean, it's great stuff. It's awesome. But yeah,
Hey, Pettis' little boy Wyatt, he likes ketchup on top of crackers.
wow. That's when you know you've reached the bottom. That's the welcome meal for when you officially hit rock bottom. Ketchup on crackers,
It must be pretty good. I don't know.
Hey, I might try it when I get home tonight. I don't know. But that's some crazy stuff, and you never know what's gonna happen at the Waffle House when we show up. I mean,
The waffle.
yes, the waffle. Never know. I may drop it like it's hot if the music's right.
You've been known to.
And we'll talk to any freaking weirdo that walks in there, regardless. Like the punk band that showed up. The guy that was wearing the bodysuit that looked like he was cut open all the way and whatnot. Come find out he was drummer. I mean, I picked him out. I'm like, dude's a drummer. So.
You picked him out.
And he was cool. He looked at me like, and I'm wearing my Mustangs TV shirt and khakis and my New Balance shoes. I don't have nothing like I got on now, which, makes me his people because, hey, he's wearing a zombie shirt. He's cool. He's got red Chuck Taylors on. Yeah, we can go talk to him. It's, how does that dude know what I play? And Kyle, he tries to keep us calm. He tries to make us behave because he needs to, especially when me and Lee sit next to each other. I mean, me and Lee and Josh get with each other. It's going down, and there's a thing we got at Mustangs TV. Nothing is sacred. Seriously, nothing is sacred. Like, don't come talking to them expecting some pity or sympathy. I mean, you could be like, dude, my dog got ran over today and I've had it ever since it was a puppy and I've had it for 13 years and
that is pretty sad though.
And they're like, well, what'd you let your dog out so close to the road for?
That wouldn't be a hey good response.
Josh is like, that's why I don't have freaking animals. That's how they are. So if you're ever hanging out with the Mustangs TV crew, believe me, I know from personal experience they're brutal. They will try to make you cry. They will try to get in your head. And if you wear your feelings on your sleeve, you just better take your shirt off. I mean, it's God's honest truth. I mean, seriously, it's crazy, but I love them anyway. They're my brothers. They're family, and I guess that's what family does. And, we got our two little sisters. We got Bailey and Trinity, and, some dude wants to mess with them. They're going to have the whole crew to mess with. I mean, and we're a lot of men. I mean, me, you, and Lee, and Pettis all put together. And then you got every bit of 90 pounds with Josh.
Yeah.
And then James Paul comes in. I mean, that's a whole lot of man to mess with. I mean,
don't want none.
I mean, and if we can't get you, we'll let 90 pounds of fury, Mr. McDonald, go get you. I mean,
90 pounds of fury.
I mean, if he had hair, he might weigh 110 pounds. But I'm just saying. But anyway, a lot of fun. I think some people need to come and try to hang out with the Mustangs TV crew. I think everybody should come and hang out with us. Come up in the press box and say hi to us one night. I mean,
we love visitors, no doubt about it.
We'll let you even talk. We might even let you say hi and get on the air and give a shout out because we're crazy like that, and we will.
You've been known to do at a time or two.
I straight up carry the mic in the crowd. I don't even care. I mean, I carry the mic in the crowd and I put it in somebody's face. And they look at you like, I don't know what to say. Well, you were
Do that.
I'm like, you were talking and jabbering and all that other stuff like 5 minutes ago. Why does a mic freak people out? Why does a live camera freak people out? You know, I don't know. I mean, it's just the internet. I mean, thousands of people are watching you. No big deal.
No big deal.
I mean, people in Belgium are watching us right now. Some dude in Australia is wondering when summertime's going to hurry up and get here because it's cold out watching us right now. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we got folk. We're going to have to talk to some folks around here. But, yeah, come talk to us. Mustangs TV crew is a fun group of people to hang out with. I mean, we'll come to your birthday party. I mean, we don't even care. And we'll come do the show at your birthday party if you want us to.
As long as it's on a Thursday.
Thursday. We might make a special amendment depending on whose birthday party it is. I mean, seriously, if you're going to have some good food, we're there. So, yeah. That's it. And if you know of any cool locations to do the show from, let us know. Because, you know, this is just as much your show as it is ours. So, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more. We might wrap it up. And we'll be right back.
At Southern Craft Manufacturing, our commitment to choice sets us apart. Using both old world craftsmanship and modern techniques, we proudly provide the finest quality and greatest value caskets in the industry. Founder Rodney Robinson is a third-generation casket manufacturer, providing the highest quality finished product. Call toll-free 800-413-1778, Southern Craft Manufacturing on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
You are number one Mustang fans. Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126.
Hey folks, this is Ben Luna, and you're watching The Big Fred Show on Mustangs TV.
I'm back. Thank y'all for viewing tonight. You know, thank y'all for taking time out and watching The Big Fred Show live. And we encourage everybody to come check us out and come watch it live. Because we encourage crowd participation at the Big Fred Show, and we look forward to it. We love to hear from y'all. We love to hear suggestions y'all have for us. And we want y'all to participate and enjoy all the fun and the frivolity and the madness and the craziness and all the other stuff that is the Big Fred Show. And we want y'all to have fun with us, and I want to have fun with y'all. But no joke, let us know where we need to go to broadcast the show. If you know of a cool place, if you know of a unique place or a place that's got a cool story behind it, let us know. We'll come broadcast there and we'll have a good time. I mean, I'm serious when I say we'll come to your house. I mean, if your house is big enough for us, we'll come and we'll have fun and we'll let you be on the show and tell us a little bit about you and all that other cool fun stuff. So yeah, let us know something. We want to come see y'all, and we want y'all to be a part of this show. And I hope y'all had a good time tonight, and I know I did. I always have a good time when I do the Big Fred Show, and, you know, especially when me and my boy Kyle get to talk. I like talking with Kyle because Kyle's a good dude, and, you know, he's fun to talk with, and he's fun to get in front of the camera because he don't hardly do that a lot, and, you know, And I like it because Kyle's an intelligent guy. And we got to try to get Pettis on with us one night. And Pettis can tell some stories. Now, we want to know Loretto history. Pettis is our guy we go to because he knows all about it. But, yeah, we're going to wrap it up and we're going to call it a night. But we're going to have some programming changes during football season. We'll be on every other Thursday night, because, you know, it's a lot less stressful and it's a lot easier to do the show that way. And, we might do some special, we might do a special programming note if we're going to do it every Thursday. But, that's just how it's going to be. And then after football season, we're going to go back to every Thursday, and we're going to go to crazy spots, and we're going to have crazy big-time fun, and we're going to have a party more or less on Thursday nights is what we're going to do. So with that said, we're going to get out of here, and we're going to see y'all tomorrow night at LM Forsyth Field as we play Perry County. And remember, crowd, I'm calling y'all out. I want y'all to be rowdy, raucous, and I want y'all to be straight up obnoxious tomorrow night. Bring noisemakers, bring cowbells, bring cymbals, bring trash can lids, bring pots, bring pans. Bring whatever you can to beat on and make a lot of noise with. So, with that said, you're watching the Big Fred Show, and stay lovely, y'all. See you. Bye.